Hello there everyone, Alex here with Lucksack Games, and we're getting ready for round 5 of the Modern Challenge with Once Upon a Time Tron. Let's see if we can run this O2 into the X2. Wayne die rolls a good start. This hand is not keepable. If this was a Tron land, this hand would be, I would keep on the back of Once Upon a Time. Since it is not, this hand is pretty much unkeepable as well. So we're going to take another mulligan, see what our 5 looks like. Waiting for our opponent to decide if they want a mulligan. Nope, still waiting on the opponent. Still not tempting enough to take. Even if they said guaranteed get a Tron land, I don't think I'd keep this hand. Curious where our opponent is. If they're hopping on YouTube right now, they will see that we're playing Tron. Not that big of a deal. That's one of the costs of uploading content, but you know, that's not a big deal to me. I'd prefer to upload content for all of you rather than not upload the content and have the best competitive edge. Still waiting on the opponent. Also possible they're looking through the stream list to see if we are streaming, which we are not currently. We were last night, though. So, not much to talk about in this hand, other than it's pretty much a straight mulligan. Feel sad, too. If this Ghost Quarter was any of our 12 Tron pieces, this hand is a keep, I believe. Green for Ancient Stirrings, Once Upon a Time for free. Alright, let's see what our 5 looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. Not super happy about it. Put these 2 back. And I'm gonna go ahead and lead on the chromatic. So we're going to cycle for green and hope to Ancient Stirrings, obviously, into a Tron piece so we can play map and hope to Tron on 4. While it's potential that we could have had a 4 that looked better, I think that this 5 is very reasonable. Jund again. Well, as long as we don't face some Nutso Bloodbraid draws, I think we have a pretty good chance here. Tron piece. Not power plant. Tron piece. Oh no, it's power plant. Yeah, we have to take power plant. We could take the Ghost Quarter, but I think we're trying to work towards the Zulamog now. So that's very unfortunate. Ideal draw step at this point would be a mine or a tower. They're about equal. Hand is pretty resistant to thought seizes and such, but opponent's looking like they're just going to play red and 6 on 2. Raging Ravine almost exclusively in Jund decks. I don't know if it's played in red green Eldrazi, but here's our Jund land. Probably gonna thought seizes, probably take away Karn Great Creator. And we're gonna hope to rip one of our 10 remaining Tron, or 8 remaining Tron lands. Let's not rip another power plant. Another map. That's fine. We're gonna crack map. We're gonna get mine. Specifically mine, since we will be tutoring tower last. So this is turn 5 Tron, or turn 4 Tron still, but we won't be able to access the full entirety of the mana until turn 5. A little awkward if this is a Liliana here. If it is, we will discard the Ulamog. Yay, it's not. This plays if the opponent's playing with a K command here. So, map. They might have trophy, I guess. Looks like that is what their play is. So, we do get to float here. So, we're going to use Assassin's Trophy's ability and get a forest. Then we're going to go get, I believe we just had a mine destroyed, so we're going to get another mine. We're going to play out that mine, and then play out this map. So good news is we can cast Ulamog next turn. We get to cast that through a Liliana, but not through a, obviously another Assassin's Trophy, or a Thoughtseize. So hopefully they just have to play a Liliana here, or a Ren in 6. It is Lily. Okay, we'll absolutely discard Oblivion Stone here. The cast trigger, we have to remove the Liliana, or the Liliana gets the Ulamog and lives. Obviously. This untapped is interesting. It's a red source, not a black source, so I am not worried about a Thoughtseize. Okay, and once again we crack this during their end step. Let's go get the Tower of Power. Play tower, cast, wait. We're gonna try this again. And float 10 mana and cast Ulamog. Good. Take away this and this. Now they don't have double black. So they don't necessarily have Liliana to minus on this Ulamog. And if they don't have Liliana to minus on this Ulamog, they are only at 12. Which means if this Ulamog connects, they'll die to an Ugin plus. Additionally, we have this Chromatic Sphere, which can still cycle. So we're looking at a minimum of 2 draw steps next turn. See if the opponent drew Bloodbraid Elf. Opponent drew Scoos. Alright, well while that can block, I'm pretty sure the opponent cannot kill us if they only have 7 cards left in their life. So there's no reason not to go to combat here. So we're going to swing for 10, trigger, mill 20. Take a look at their deck. Ooh, Abrupt Decay, we're glad to see that. Seasoned Pyromancer. 2 K commands. We have to be cognizant of that game 2. Opponent's going to block here, of course. That's fine. Technically, Ulamog has now taken away 3 permanents. There's no reason not to use something if they don't have another spell. Post combat, we're going to cycle these and see if we can draw into more action. So, Chromatic Star. Turn the floating into a green. Draw a card. That is a Karn liberated. That should seal this game up. There. Karn minus on their black source, and then I don't think they have Liliana isn't out anymore, which should seal this game. I guess they could technically have filter land. If they have filter land into Liliana, that gets us. Red and 6 is fine. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and go to combat again. If the opponent shocks here, then it's just alright. So we're actually taking out the red and 6 here. The reason why is because while putting the opponent to 1 might have some value, we're putting them to 5 cards in library either way. Armorglyphs, another Assassin's Trophy. Tireless Tracker in the main, okay. Alright, let's see if we can draw into another Karn and take away their black source again. It's 5 looks at 1. We don't desperately need it. And there's the Karn. Any order on these? Float 7, Karn. Karn minus on their black source cuts off Liliana again. So that should lock up game 1. And post board. Opponent seems like someone that's going to have surgicals. So we're going to bring in Relic. Relic counters surgical by being able to activate on us. We're going to bring in this pile of Thrag tests. Ulamog was great there, but we're going to go ahead and take it out anyways. Ugin is Stellar. Oblivion Stone I'm going to go ahead and bring in. Take 1 out here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take out 2 Worm Coils. They have a lot of effects that can be Pithing Needled, but I think we want to keep that in the board. I think we want access to the Ugin. Just sometimes games get to where you have 8 lands in play even if you don't have Tron, and Ugin just wipes up everything they have. Hopefully the Thrag test push them to that point. So hopefully we have, hopefully we're able to get their game 2. We had a pretty lucky game that game. Keep in mind, Relic of Dread is also pretty good against Gwaifs. They had a pile of K commands as well. So we gotta definitely be careful if we ever try to go for Lattice. Something tells me we're probably playing this game too, where we will not have access to Tron. The good news about Assassin's Trophy is it does get us our forest, which allows us to cast our threat. Alright, so they're going to be on the play, obviously. Listen's an easy one to throw back. Another hand where if this was guaranteed Tron land, this still wouldn't be keepable. Mulligan. hand's great. Alright, so this Once Upon a Time is going to give us 5 looks at hitting the 3rd piece. And worst case scenario, we technically have green guaranteed. But we don't want to go ghost quartering ourselves. So I mulliganed. Oh well. This hand's great. 1, 2, done. So we're pretty Thoughtseize resistant. Opponent's leading on that. It's pretty good for us. Means we're likely getting Assassin's Trophy on 2, probably. So power plant into Sphere. Curious if they just go for just straight Assassin's Trophy Surgical you right now. If so, we are. My prediction's correct, and we're in for a long game. Now let's run 6 pick up the fetch. Alright, common play patterns here. Force is not a stellar draw. Let's draw, get a green. Play a mine and pass the turn. Alright, so I'm pretty okay with where we're at the moment. The line here is we're going to let's see. I think the line is we Karn minus on one of their lands to put them down to 3. Down to 3 on their next turn. Minus again, even though they'll get to keep this Ren in 6 for around for a turn. Then we can Karn, second Karn, turn off the Ren in 6. Oh, Fulminator. Okay, that's gonna set us back a turn. Also, definitely more scared of K commands now. Okay, we no longer go after their lands with Karn. Now we go after the Ren in 6. Alright, pass the turn. Good chance, once again, good chance that I'm putting my opponent on Surgical here. So we are both hoping to draw mine and hoping to draw Surgical out of the opponent. Either way, we do get to place Oblivion Stone next turn, which, while it isn't the best, it does definitely threaten whatever they put on the board. An example of a thing we can't beat is an Assassin's Trophy with the Ren in 6 emblem. So this looks like a Blood Braid. Never mind. Fetch tap land. Pick up Ren in 6, okay. Alright, we are going to use Assassin's Trophy's ability. Grab a forest. Alright, it's a little interesting on the timing of these Assassin's Trophies, that's for sure. Alright, so we're going to play out a Sanctum move again. Unfortunately, we do only have 1 basic left. Play out this Oblivion Stone and pass the turn. So unfortunately, remember how we didn't want to see Assassin's Trophy plus Ren in 6 emblem? Looking like it might be going that way. Leon is fine here. I'm going to discard 7 mana Karn. There's no way we're getting there in any reasonable amount of time. Probably just cycling this for turn. So Thragtusk was pretty good there. So we're going to play out Karn. Wish with Karn. Opponent's going to bolt the Karn. That's fine. Yep. Yeah, I think it's just Tormod's Crypt to exile their grave. Makes their Fulminators worse, or makes their K-Commands worse. And ideally, opponent now takes another turn ticking up the Ren to maybe pick back up this Peatland. And then we're in a position where we might be able to blow this O-Stone. Do we want Karn post O-Stone or Thrask? I think we want Thragtusk. Well, we're guaranteed to be able to cast Karn, so we're going to discard Thragtusk. If we hit our 5th land, we're just going to blow it. Blow the O-Stone. We've hopefully put the opponent in a position with that Tormod's Crypt that they're going to tick up the Ren in 6 now, rather than ticking it down. Or rather than ticking it down 7. Curious what line they take here. They are going up to 8. Alright, cool. Let's see what their line is from here. Maybe they're cycling Peatland, hoping to Assassin's Trophy. That would kind of undo what we tried to set up with that Tormod's Crypt. Alright, we're planning to drawing any land, which seems to be the theme of this league. Talk about the theme of this league, not hitting it. Darksteel Citadel on the sideboard when? Alright, let's wish. Wow, opponent has another bolt. Yep. I think it's just Crucible here, and then we're discarding Thragtusk. And over the course of the next 2 turns, we'll assemble Tron one way or the other. That at least guarantees our 5th land drop. So be shocked if the opponent didn't ultimate the Ren this turn. I don't think they need the land. But maybe they just take it up so it's a draw. We definitely discard Thragtusk and keep Crucible. Very likely opponent could also have a discard, which would be very bad. Additional Lilion is also not great. So discarding another Thragtusk doesn't feel great. Very likely they could have an Inquisition here or something, but we have to keep this Crucible in our hand. Opponent also going down a land while potentially having a Ren and 6 emblem. Not necessarily the worst for us. Ooh, Fulminator Mage. Okay. So this should take us off a land. They have Bolt on demand. And can get an additional land every turn. Opponent lets take a draw step. If we had drawn the land, that would have been so punishing. What's Ancient Stir? Well, we really wanted to hit a land. Take Karn Liberated. Crucible. Play a mine, and we're going to pass the turn. Possible opponent feels that this Fulminator Mage needs to clock us. If we had just drawn the land there, though, it would have been so punishing. Yeah, so the opponent has to take away the card Liberated, which means they don't get to ultimate the Liliana this turn. Opponent returns the Peatland. And then attack us for 2, and then it's probably our turn. We're guaranteed to be able to crack the Stone, which is great, because this Liliana would have done work otherwise. Okay, ideally drawing the missing Tron land here. Look at that. So, we are going to do this on their turn. And we just need to draw something off the top. This game seems like it was very difficult to maneuver, so we're going to do it draw step. A little unfortunate we weren't able to put a counter on the Crucible. Keeping it around would have been great. But drawing the land there is the next best thing. So they have a Wrenn and 6 emblem. This doesn't do much when we already have 7 land. They should have probably named Sanctum. Takes away all abilities, right? There's all the land types and abilities, yeah. Oh no, not and a Bloodbraid. Into another Alpine Moon. Cascade into another Alpine Moon. Ah, this is how we lost the other trend game. Alright, so let's draw something off the top. That is definitely something. A little afraid of the Kolgan's commands, but I don't think we can wait on this. So that also answers Alpine Moon, which is kind of nice. We'll only have 3 mana left over, of course, after we crack it, but is what it is. We have to take 9 this turn, which is not great, considering opponent has. If the opponent activates Ravine, they actually just lethal us, right? Because they attack us this turn for 9 plus 3, and then next turn just attack us for with the Ravine. We have not used our Ghost Quarter yet, so I'm not conceding to this, but yeah, it's not a great position to be in. Okay, take 13, go to 2. Potential opponent has any land or bolt. The fact that our opponent's trying to pay costs means that we are likely dead. Alright, our opponent got this game. Alright, so game 3. We won't change anything about how we board. When the opponent's disruption's Alpine Moon, it almost feels like it isn't. You know what I mean? So, yes, we'd like to play first. Yes, we would like to mulligan. We'd like to mulligan to 5 against Shund, please. See what our 5 is. Alright, this 5 is about as good as it's gonna get. 1, 2. Alright, let's go ahead and play Mind Map Go. Meme I created recently with the whole Billy character. Potentially we should have also ditched the Sylvan Scrying and kept the O-Stone. I have a feeling we'll need to assemble Tron more than once though, if you know what I mean. Like, I'd be shocked if they don't Assassin's Trophy S. Or, can't think of the card at the moment. Alpine Munas. Alright, so we're gonna go to their end step. We're gonna crack our map and then probably get Assassin's Trophied. Tower. Oh, no, we just get to untap with Tron. That's pretty good. So, not the best threat. But Wormcoil's fine. If the apparent Assassin's Trophy says here, I'm going to be so confused. Okay. So this is probably a Liliana. Fulminator. That's fun. Curious if it lets us untap with Tron again. Or if they sack the Fulminator and take 6. Sack the Fulminator. Good. Right. Get in there for our 6. Kinda hoping it was Assassin's Trophy there over Fulminator. And we're gonna go ahead and place O-Stone post-combat. And then it's the opponent's turn. That's Bloodbraid mana. I definitely have the fear of Bloodbraid in me now. And here it comes. Into Goyf. I swear to God, this says tutor for Tarmogoyf and put it into play. So they can now trade their 2 things for my thing. Alright, so we want to draw another Tron piece there. Or a green source. Let's go ahead and beat in with this. They're gonna trade. Yep. It's fine. And it's the opponent's turn. So we still got 6 power left behind and the opponent still is at 10. We're 2 lands away from this Oblivion Stone, but when we hit the first one we get to give protection to one of the worms from the O-Stone. So the opponent's casting here. Liliana. Liliana's fine. That's a minus to take away one. We really don't need more lifelink. Force there is incredible, because now we get to tutor for the last piece. Grab Tower. Let's take Liliana off the table, because I kind of want to keep all these cards in my hand. And it's the opponent's turn. So let's see what they cast here. Fulminator again. Okay. Once again, keeping Sylvan Scrying. We did it for a reason. Very glad to have found that green source. I'm gonna play this tower. Cast Sylvan Scrying. Go get mine. We're gonna get in there for 3, because even though they could have haste for 3, we want to get in while the damage is good, especially while this peatland might hurt them a couple more times. So yield through this turn. We have no other effects. If we get to put this mine into play, we do get to trigger Sanctum and probably just grab another Worm Coil, and that should probably lock this game up. Renin 6 is good. Let's see. We don't care about Renin 6 really. Especially if the opponent fetches here, they're dead to 2 attacks. So let's go to combat. Attack them. Don't put them to war. They might have a removal spell here as well. Looks like they do. Ideally for us, it's trophy. Take command, buying back fulminate. That's fine. So post combat, we're gonna float here and then cast Karn. We are gonna sacrifice this and go get Wormcoil. Kind of castable even as we're being stone rained over. So let's take away the Renin 6. Chromatic Star, and we'll just cycle it immediately. We might hit Ancient Strings, and we already have a green source if we have Sylvan Scrying. Yeah, Sylvan Scrying. That's fine. So Raging Ravine does take out Karn here, but then we have Wormcoil as a follow-up, and at 5 life, our opponent has to be able to answer Wormcoil and the 2 tokens. Getting us off Tron is a good start, but we have this Scrying again, so we'll just be able to scry for the missing piece and replay it. Ooh, Pulsar on our Karn too is a good follow-up. Alright, let's go get the missing piece. Then we get to pass with O-Stone up, which is pretty good. They still can get in for 4 with Raging Ravine. There's not much we can do to stop that, but we do have O-Stone to stop any further development. Like, this is fine. We're just going to discard a Forged here. Yep. Force is gone. Seasoned Pyroman. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll go ahead and take away their permanents now. So they draw 2 cards. We're going to go ahead and map for another tower. 4, 5, does not have to be another tower. It can be a blast zone. Or Ghost Quarter. I like Ghost Quarter because it answers the Raging Ravine. So now they don't have Ravine as a blocker anymore. IOK is going to take away, unfortunately, the O-Stone there. Goof's big, but only trades. Star's good. Oh, this might be K command. That'd be pretty good for our opponent. Looks like that is exactly what it is. Discard the star. Alright, well, we got a lifelinker and a death toucher. So now we don't give them an extra land yet. Yep, now we do. Now they get to crack a clue, unfortunately. They didn't float, so now they don't. Tracker resolves. They didn't have a follow-up land anyway, so it didn't matter. That's fine. So they have to block both these. And then we're just going to kill him with Ballista. That's the wrong block, so should do it the other way around. Looks like they realized the same thing. Alright, so post-combat, we're going to cast Karn Great Creator, and we're going to go get a Walking Ballista for 2. Alright, so let's cast this for 2, and that finishes our opponent off. So our opponent, even though they only had 30 seconds in the clock, we actually did kill them. So, looks like we won that match. So we're running the, we're 3-2, and it looks like we're running that 0-2 start into an actual finish. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Leave a like, leave a comment down below if there's a deck you'd like to see played on the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alex with Lucksack Games, and you have an awesome day.